Hello everyone, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4. We are actually beginning Season 2 of our London Black Knight series, and this is going to be our very first episode. As you guys recall from last season, we beat the New York Giants in the Super Bowl. I will have the link to the video in the description, in case if you guys want to check that episode out, if you haven't already. So, we're playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers week 1 in Olympic Stadium in London, because we play the Thursday night game week 1 since we won the Super Bowl. I kind of like that idea of being the home team and then having a lot more road games, and then later on the season having very few home games. So, we're going to play against the Steelers, and we got the first 3 regular season games are going to be home against the Las Vegas Raiders and Cincinnati Bengals. So without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff.
Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Flacco and the London Black Knights versus Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here we are at Olympic Stadium in London as we get to kick this off with Chris Boswell, a former Pittsburgh Steelers kicker. He gets to kick this off against his former team. So Deontay Johnson will be ready to return this kickoff, and he gets stopped at the 29-yard line. We get to see Big Ben Roethlisberger stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. He does play for the Steelers on this franchise, but on my other franchises like the Toronto Mounties and the London Bulldogs, I like to have him as one of my superstar players. But he throws that pass to Deontay Johnson for at least 11 yards. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh, they don't want to get sacked, and they get sacked by Carlos Dunlap. Jordan Poyer makes that fumble recovery, and this is going to be the first touchdown of the regular season for the London Black Knights. And Jordan Poyer recovers that fumble as Carlos Dunlap made the sack. So that's just a basic replay of what happened. So Roethlisberger gets sacked by Dunlap, so he gets sacked, loses the ball. Poyer recovers, scores a touchdown. We're going to take a break. All right, the Pittsburgh Steelers are in the red zone. And Ben Roethlisberger, he throws this to Eric Ebron. That's going to be a 1st down for Pittsburgh. And we're going to blitz here on defense, 1st down and on 2nd and 3 rather. And the Steelers, they're going to throw this one to Eric Ebron as he will get the first touchdown of the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It is tied 7-7 here in London. All right, now it is kickoff time here in London. So Todd Gurley will be ready to return the kickoff here for the London Black Knights here at Olympic Stadium. So Todd Gurley, he's going to return this. He's going to break tackles along the way, and he will get stopped at the 43. And we get to see Joe Flacco step onto the field for the first time in this episode. So we're going to use the PA Dagger pass play on 1st down and 10. So Joe Flacco, he is going to scramble, and he's going to get a 1st down for the London Black Knights. So 14-yard rush there on that play, and that's going to be a 1st down. So we're going to use the Texas pass play on 1st and 10 from the 43. So Flacco, he is trying to figure out who to pass it to. I threw it a little too deep there, but that turns out to be incomplete. 2nd down here for London. Joe Flacco, he is ready to throw the football, actually. He's going to throw this to Antonio Brown, former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver, and he's going to get stopped at the 6. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, this concludes the first quarter here in London, as it is tied 7-7 here at Olympic Stadium. So Joe Flacco, he's going to pass this out to Rob Gronkowski. And the Super Bowl MVP actually claims his first touchdown reception of the season. And the Black Knights are going to lead this over the Steelers 14-7. All right, now first down and 10 here for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. And Roethlisberger, he's going to throw that one to Eric Ebron, who you guys saw claim that touchdown reception for Pittsburgh. As we're going to blitz here using the cover 1 formation here for the defense. Hopefully we'll have some good defensive play out of this one. So Roethlisberger, he gets sacked, and the ball is recovered by Brandon Graham, the former Philadelphia Eagles defensive lineman, picks that up. And this is the second fumble Roethlisberger has lost. So basically saying this will be Pittsburgh's second turnover of the game. So we're going to hand this off to Melvin Gordon, the third, the former San Diego Chargers running back. He did not lose nor gain any yards on that play necessarily. So we're going to change it up, and I am going to put in some Preston Williams as my wide receiver, my main receiver for this play, basically. And this is going to be a 2nd and 10. So I'm having Joe Flacco be the quarterback of this game up until the ending of the first half. So 3 for 4, 74 yards and a touchdown. So they're going to move the chains here. Clock's winding down pretty fast here in London. So Joe Flacco throws this to Preston Williams. Preston Williams will get his first touchdown reception of the season and his first touchdown in a Black Knights uniform. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. There was a nice hit stick fumble, but then Tavon Walker claimed that fumble recovery, and he's going to get a touchdown there. That was an interesting play, and I think this has to be the best play of the game so far for the defense. They lose the ball, so it was a hit stick fumble, and London decided to recover. Derek Watt, TJ and JJ's brother, he's the middle child out of the Watt siblings, by the way, and he loses a fumble, so it's going to be a 29-7 because we're going to attempt a 2-point conversion, and then we're going to take a break. Pittsburgh does get its third turnover of the game, and they do not get a 2-point conversion. All right, there's 1:22 to go in the first half. Pittsburgh lost a fumble, so Pittsburgh does claim its 4th turnover in this game. Second one that was not returned for a touchdown. So Melvin Gordon, he's going to run this out. He's going to break at least a few tackles there on that play. He does step out of bounds at the 18. So I am just going to do a quick slants route here on 1st down and 10 from the 18. Joe Flacco, he is ready to throw this football out to Justin Jefferson, and he does get a touchdown reception. This will be his first receiving one on the season for Jefferson, and they're going to lead this one 34-7. All right, so the Black Knights are on offense with 40 seconds to go in the first half. Melvin Gordon, he is going to juke this out, and he's going to get stopped at the 36. We're going to take a timeout here in London. So Quan Alexander, he has an abdominal strain. I forgot to mention this. Well, this was technically during the break, so that's why I didn't mention it up until just now. Melvin Gordon, he's going to use that juke move, and he's going to use another one. He's going to get a first down, and he will not get a touchdown on this drive, but he has 4 rushes, 72 yards, and they're going to move the chains here, and the first half is over. All right, now this is the beginning of the second half here in London, England. So the Black Knights lead this over the Pittsburgh Steelers 34-7. So Todd Gurley, he's ready to return his kickoff. And he is going to take this all the way, it seems like. Oh my goodness, maybe not, but not bad. I mean, 19-yard line. That's not bad. At least we're automatically in the red zone, so that's pretty good to hear. So, first down and 10. We're going to use Joshua Dobbs, the former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, for the third quarter, and Trent Williams for our offensive line, the former Washington Redskins offensive lineman, appears to be down and injured. So we're going to use, let's see, I'm thinking about using a running play on this drive on 2nd and 13. We lost 3 yards there, and I'm going to use some Melvin Gordon. So Melvin Gordon, he is going to run this in. He does get a touchdown for the Black Knights. This will be his first rushing touchdown of the season. And he does have a high ankle sprain, Trent Williams, but he will not be able to return in this episode, which is a bummer. So I'm just going to use a halfback run play on the 2-point conversion, because remember, our first 2-point conversion did not go in, so this means we get it, and it's now 42-7 here at Olympic Stadium. There's another hit stick fumble, and it appears that Quan Alexander made that fumble recovery, so this is what our defense expects from us. I mean, we expect this defense to be the number one this season and take them to another Super Bowl and win another Lombardi. So Melvin Gordon runs the football and he jumps on into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Black Knights. This will be the second rushing one. And we're actually going to take a break because we had a touchdown and a hit stick fumble. So we'll see you guys when we're back on offense. All right, now this is now it's punt return time. 4th and 14 for Pittsburgh, and Antonio Brown, the Central Michigan University product, drafted by the Steelers in 2010. He is going to return his punt, and he is going to take it. He has lots of daylight, and he's going to get this into the end zone for a touchdown for London. And that's going to be a 79-yard return there. So this will be his first punt return for a touchdown this season. So 56-7 lead here for London, and we're going to take a break. All right, it's now 2nd and 20 after Amari Washington made the sack. That was during the small break we had. And he's going to throw this football out to Mapletron Chase Claypool from Abbotsford, British Columbia, which is about an hour east of Vancouver. So 3rd down and 7 now here for Pittsburgh. And Jordan Poyer sacks Ben Roethlisberger down to the ground. And it makes me wonder, like, London has 6 sacks defensively in this game. And we are going to progress more and more sacks along the season. So Antonio Brown is ready to return the punt now. And it looks like he's going to get another punt return for a touchdown in this same season, in the same game. And he slides on into the end zone, proving the whole crowd he got another punt return for a touchdown. And this is going to be a 64-7 lead here for London, as we're going to attempt a 2-point conversion. If we make it, it will be 64. So we're going to hand this off to Frank Gore. And he actually does make it in. So we'll see you guys in the 4th. This is our first interception of the season. Chandler Jones actually claimed that INT. And I decided not to take a break and do this late 3rd quarter coverage for our London Black Knights. So there's 46 seconds to go in the 3rd. And Joshua Dobbs, he is going to throw this out to Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get a first down for a gain of 16 yards. So we're just going to run the ball. So Josh Dobbs, he hands this off to Melvin Gordon, and he's going to get stopped at the 16. 8 rushes, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns for him in today's game. All right. This is the 4th quarter. There's only 3:28 to go. And Frank Gore, he just ran for at least a couple yards there on that play. So this will be a 4th down and 2. And I'm thinking about my game plan. I hope I do not get sacked, but I do by TJ Watt. So TJ Watt gets his first sack of the season. They are down at the 17-yard line. They want to aim forward at the end zone, at the other end zone, so that they can get their second touchdown of the game. So Ben Roethlisberger threw that to Eric Ebron. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh looks like they're going to try to aim their way so they don't trail, so that they won't trail behind as much. So Mapletron claims that reception. That's going to be a first for Pittsburgh. All right, 1st down and 10 here for London, as there's only 1:46 to go in the 4th. So we're going to hand this off to Frank Gore. And Frank Gore is on his feet. He gets stopped at the 34, so he has 3 carries and 27 yards. Again, an average of 9. So we're going to use the 94 will pass play on 1st down and 10 here for the London Black Knights. So I'm going to hand this off to Frank Gore, and he's going to get stopped at the 40-yard line. So we're going to use the 0-1 trap here, using the I form, or single back rather, and Frank Gore gets stopped at the 48. So there's only about 48 seconds to go in the 4th. So the clock is winding down, and I'm so excited that we're going to win our first regular season game in Season 2 of our London Black Knights franchise. So 6 carries, 49 yards there, as this will remain a 2nd and 2 here for London. And Gore, he's just going to use a juke move there. He is going to run the football, and he is going to get stopped at the 10-yard line. So he has 7 rushes, 83 yards, and the clock's winding down pretty fast. So we're going to take the W for week 1 of the regular season. And we win it all in London. So Black Knights winning at home in Olympic Stadium over the Steelers. 64-7. All I want to say is thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you at stats. All right. Ben Roethlisberger had a 77.6 passer rating, 15 for 25, 1 touchdown, 1 INT on the day for him. Joe Flacco, 5 for 6 there, 3 touchdowns on the day, perfect passer rating. Joshua Dobbs, 1 for 1 there, no touchdowns whatsoever. Frank Gore, 8 carries, 84 yards, no touchdowns. Melvin Gordon had 8 carries, 115 yards, 10 broken tackles, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Congrats to him. So, touchdown receptions, Justin Jefferson, Preston Williams, Rob Gronkowski, and Eric Ebron all scored touchdowns. Ebron scored Pittsburgh's only touchdown. So, Danny Shelton, TJ Watt, Sheldon Rankins, Amari Washington, Quan Alexander, Carlos Dunlap, Leonard Floyd, and Jordan Poyer all had sacks in this one. Chandler Jones did have an INT. And there was a defensive touchdown. It was that very first play, that fumble recovery. And there was 2 punt return touchdowns by Antonio Brown. And that was a pretty interesting game to see. So all I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.